folks. Folksy folks, it is actually back. Vikings is back. Whew. Season 5 is back. This is my show, alright? This is my show. I know people have had, mixed messages about, the show has gone downhill ever since, Ragnar, Mr. Ragnar Lothbrok disappeared. But you know what? I still really enjoyed it. And of course, there were issues, right? And my biggest issue was the B. Let's leave it at that, right? It's the B, alright? That was probably the worst part of the of the season. The worst part of just the show in general, right? The B, alright? The B. But we don't speak about that here. We don't speak about that here. We don't talk about B's here. We just, we get right into this, right? Season 5 is back, folks. It is back. Let's have some fun. And just so you know, considering this is the very first reaction I've ever done of Vikings, a show that I just love. Hashtag Team Ivar. I love Björn, alright? Don't get me wrong. I love Björn, but Ivar, that one scene that he had where he's like, don't you know I am he sold me. That's where he sold me. I was like, okay, you know what? Hashtag Team Ivar. From that moment on, it was hashtag Team Ivar. So I don't agree with everything he does, right? But from that moment on, that's just a single moment, right? I kind of joined the fan club, alright? I just kind of joined the fan club, alright? Anyway, folks, we're going to get started. This will, I don't know how long I can actually show. I think like 10 minutes should be fine, give or take. So I'm going to have to obviously chop this up, render it, edit it up and see how it works. But yeah, folks, hashtag Vikings. Let's get started. So, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. This has been the show I've been looking forward to most. Really, even more than Game of Thrones season 7 died with that. I read the books. Screw the thing. But Vikings just gets my heart beating. Find her. Turn the volume down a little bit. This is the reason why I keep my Amazon Prime subscription, right? I used to order every single day, but I don't order that much anymore. Actually trying to save money for once. But it's the reason why I kept it. This is the reason why I kept it.
People of Gatari, I am Alfred the Boneless.
He is.
I am a son of Ragnar Lothbrok. Our temple is burned.
That whole situation with Floki.
His son Bull was slain, and now Shetter's son, Thorgrim. Clearly we have fallen back into the old ways. Perhaps we have proven once and for all that we cannot change. That we are what we are. But we must stop this vicious cycle of revenge and killing now. Or else our young and fragile community is sure to perish. To regain the favor of the gods, I'm willing to sacrifice my body and my blood.
Nah, bro, not you. It is I, Rollo of Francia, who really doesn't look much aged. He's got that beard, but he really doesn't look like a day older. 6 months older, as long as the show has been on hiatus. This hot chick and everything, he's coming in like, yo, Duke of Normandy. Future.
Those against.
Yeah, he's just came in. He's like, yo, I'm the boss, alright. I'm the boss, alright. Look at me, I am the captain now.
It is equal.
Who hasn't voted?
Floki.
It's me.
I don't want to vote.
Everyone must vote. It is the law.
You are my son. You must vote with your family.
Vote as he wants.
Nepotism.
No, he shouldn't.
Yes, sir, he should.
Family is everything.
Nepotism.
You should know that.
All right. I'll vote.
I'll vote for against you. That is.
I'm sorry for.
You friggin'. You.
I have to refuse your offer of sacrifice.
Yes! 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 Yes!
More important to us alive.
Alright, 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 alright.
And further,
I vote that you should sacrifice it.
an unborn child.
Nah, she's about to be stabbed or something by him. He's about to like come in the middle of the night and be like,
I've brought you some food.
I want to see Ube.
nope.
I want to see my husband.
Finally, she's treated like the way she should
You're
be.
stopping him from seeing me, I know. You're a devil.
I'll ask him to come and see you.
He won't.
I'll kill you! You stole my husband! I wish you were dead!
And he just had to appear right there, didn't he? He just had to appear right there, didn't he?
Stop you! You will find that no chains will ever bind me!
To be fair, she was a slave.
Not even if the dwarves forged them!
She was a slave who got free, pretty much got to the throne.
Cannot bring her to England.
And now she's back to being a slave, essentially, or being chained up as a prisoner.
It is my intention to increase our defenses by building new forts and watchtowers along our coast and along our inland rivers. I have also ordered work to begin on the construction of a fleet of new ships. But as king, I feel I have responsibility not only for the lives of our people, but also their souls. Therefore, I've ordered all the monasteries and religious houses within my realm to teach and offer prayers and lessons in English.
Yeah. Alfred the Wise, is
It
it?
is my fervent wish
I think that's
to give
his.
knowledge, education, and opportunity to the ordinary Saxon folk.
Yeah, I think that's him
Forgive me,
in
but
history.
such matters are not for you to decide.
Why have you come here?
All those years ago. They don't look any older.
Your life. And beyond life.
How can you do that?
Will give you safe passage back to Francia. Neither Harold nor Ivar can stop me.
I don't understand. First of all,
He gives them.
you join
Yep.
with Ivar against us. You helped to defeat us, and now, for no reason, you offer a safe passage?
Come
it
on
doesn't
now.
make any sense.
You know perfectly well why I am.
Yeah, you know that the theory that Bjorn is. I'm not going to go there.
Yes. You know I have always loved you, Lagatha.
Bjorn is right there, fam.
And Bjorn is my son.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's not your son.
You cannot deny it to my face.
Oh!
Can you? Can you? You see how
Oh!
I thought about this moment.
No! 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 No!
Do you suppose I could have talked about this to Bjorn? And I don't.
He's
I'm not gonna stop.
he's listening, fam.
You two have been here a long time.
Ah. Ah. That theory. That theory was right.
I am here to offer you and your mother safe passage back to Francia.
What?
Oh.
You. You're my son.
Oh no! No!
Something to that effect. Rumors are doubtful truth.
A very special relationship together when you were a child.
Oh.
It was if you knew. Or
Damn it.
You may be my father.
Oh.
Again, you may not.
At the time of my conception, you may have been laying with my
Oh
mom.
no.
Then again, so was Ragnar. So who do I look most like? Who do I resemble most? In spirit and visible. That is of most importance. And for that, undoubtedly, Ragnar.
Oh.
I don't want to have some lifelong battle like you had with my father.
Starting war. He's not even fighting. He's not even fight. Come on, he's not even fighting you.
Ivar! If you want to kill me,
Don't, please, please. Bjorn, please, please. Knock him out. Yes!
to clean the blood off my axe.
Good. He is scary. One scary little cripple. It's me, Margaret. Now it's that one chick.
Please.
Yo, she had a nice big oomph. Oomph. She looks like Lagerfeld too, in a way. I think she's like an Instagram model or something, if I remember correctly. Come on, that right there is Rollo. That right there is Rollo, fam. Oh! No! Oh, that's the end. Oh, I did not. Man, it's good to have. It's good to have this show back. I just wish it was like 5 episodes a week or 6 episodes a week. Damn. All right. So we have that Freya girl. What was her name? Like Frey. For now, I'm gonna call her Freya. All right. Let's start with the bombshell. All right. Rollo seems to be actually Björn's child. It seems to be actually Björn's child. That has been a theory, I think, in the community since like season 2. Since like season 2, people have made the speculation. Doesn't Björn look an awful lot like Rollo? That's something. All right, that's something. That's definitely something. I believe that theory too, right? But I always thought back to like what the seer said when like Ragnar talked to the seer in like season 2, episode 1, I think it was, where like not season 2, episode 1. I think it was like season 2, episode 2, like just after the fight, because I think the season 1 ended with like the eve of the fight, and season 2, episode 1 started with the fight where then Rollo got beaten essentially. And then season 2, episode 2 was when like Ragnar talked to like the seer, and he was like, "What will become of my sons?" And like the seer goes all like, "Yeah, your son will have his name talked about until men have no more tongues to speak," and so on and so forth, right? And then like Ragnar goes, "So they will have more fame than me." And the seer goes, "Yes." And then Ragnar goes, "And what about my son Björn?" And the seer goes, "It was of him I was talking about." That's why I always thought, okay, you know what? Maybe that theory is not right, alright? But Björn kind of put it back there. He's like, you know what? Ragnar slept with Lagerfeld. Rollo, you slept with Lagerfeld. I could be his son. I could be your son. But I don't want to have a war between the two sides of which son I could be. I'm just gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna kill you. And then he's like, and Rollo's like, okay, you know what? Kill me, bro. Kill me. You're my son, bro. I know you're my son, bro. Look at me. You're as huge as me. You're powerful like me. You're my son, bro. I was like, you know what? You're not worth it. You're not worth it. But you're not worth it, bro. You're not worth it. You're not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. So it's kind of left open. But they wouldn't have brought it up, right? That's what I'm going to say. It's kind of left open, and especially in a show like this, where there is no DNA test or anything of the sort, I go by what I see, and right now I see the Rolo in him. Although there was one scene where he was all like, oh yeah, but should I just do? Am I allowed to be afraid? Not me! Where he just really reminded me of, like, Ragnar. So you can definitely see, like, the both sides. The warrior, you know, the ruthless warrior, yeah, he was about to kill Rolo, which, again, I would have understood. And then the more just humorous, less berserky, less warriorish Ragnar, more strategic. You know, he's not really... Ube is probably the son that is most like Ragnar. I think most people have said that he looks like a young Ragnar, but he's also, I feel like, a combination. No, I think it's Ube that's definitely the most like Ragnar. Like Ube, yeah, he has those kind of moments where he just, you know, comes in, you know, as he did here where Margrethe was talking, you know, while being chained up and everything. He just comes in, he's like, and just listens, and then after he's like, okay, how you all doing? Like Ragnar had that way, like, just came in a lot of the time. He was like, away, like, just like look at the fire and just play with the fire, thinking about his mortality and everything. Just like, and then he would just come up with something, basically. That was obviously Ragnar, and that's kind of what Ube, the feeling is. Then you also got obviously Ragnar's anger, his fury. When Ragnar got angry, it got dangerous, right? Yeah, but you got that kind of a little bit in like Ivar, you know, where you know. But Ivar's just always on edge. Ragnar rarely was on edge, but once he was on edge, you know, he was to be feared. But Ivar is always on edge. Like, he needs to chill a little bit. And I think that Freya chick can do something about it, because, you know, she made a lasting impression on him. A lasting impression on him. That's what I'm going to say. But it's good to have the season back. Obviously, off to England due to Bishop Edmund. Fine, fair enough. You know, obviously I've seen the trailer, right? I saw it. I'm not gonna not watch the trailer, alright? I've been waiting for this show for part 2 of season 5 to come up for the longest, so I knew they'd go to England, right? I watched that trailer. I want to see how it continues on. I want to see, like, how it moves, how it goes. I just want to see more, right? That's just what... Why is this episode only 45 minutes? That's a pain. Good way to start back up. But damn, I wish this episode was longer. I wish this episode was 2 times as long, 3 times as long. Anyway. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, Vikings is back. I told myself I wasn't going to do more reactions, because right now I've got like 50 shows, right? But Vikings was an exception, alright? Vikings was an exception. Vikings, it's similar to like Westworld Season 2. I wanted to do a reaction to Westworld Season 2, and so I put it off until I had time to watch it. So I didn't have time when it was airing weekly, and I've still not watched Westworld Season 2. And I wanted to do a reaction to it, which is why I'm kind of holding off. But like Vikings, I saw it was it said Friday. Right? I looked up like 3 weeks ago. When does Vikings continue? And it said it will be out on Friday on Amazon Prime. Friday, obviously, being for me living in the UK. Hey, I'm the king. I'm Alfred the Wise. All right. Sorry, Alfred the Great. I think he is in history. Alfred the Great. But yeah, no, I don't think him and Ethelred are in history, because I believe Alfred the Great is, I think he's like 150 to 200 years after Ethelred. My history isn't all that, right? But yeah, I think obviously he wasn't the son of a monk and everything, but they take some liberties. Obviously, it's not 100% accurate, you know, with history and whatnot, but from what I remember, he's like 100 years or 200 years after. Like, he comes significantly after. Obviously, Rolo, his bloodline starts the dynasty that we have today, that we've had throughout all of history. Not all of history, but that we've had for, you know, the longest. the Windsors, for example. You know, like all the monasteries obviously go back to his bloodline, obviously, because that's the whole point with monarchies, where they just marry off into different branches. You know, this branch of the monarchy goes over here, becomes king of this. This branch goes over here, becomes king of that, and then like decades down the line, they come back together and they intermingle. There's so much I could talk about, in all honesty. There's so much of this episode that I just want to talk about. You see, I don't know how... My thing, right, has always been, right, I don't know how long this show will last. I really don't know how long this show will last, simply because, you know, there is... they've already essentially killed off the main character of the show, the original main character, right? And I know they always wanted to like have the story be about Ragnar's kids, which is why the logical conclusion was always, you know, that the main story is going to focus on Ivar, Ube, Hitsuk, Björn. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna how much longer they're gonna go down, like, because they've had a lot of time jumps, right? They've had a lot of time skip and time jumps. So the question really is how many more are they gonna have? Like, you know, are we gonna see like the sons of... Maybe not Ivar, because obviously Ivar, historically speaking, they didn't know why it was called Ivar the Boneless. Obviously, whether it was his legs or whatnot, or whether it was, you know, something else. In this show, it's kind of both. So I don't think they'll go down with Ivar having kids route. But like all the other characters, you know, are we gonna see like? I mean, Björn doesn't really care about his kids. They're like, they died. Oh well, who cares? Like, he just moves on straight up. But like, again, I don't know how far I should speculate. How far, like, not just for the next episode, but more so for like the next couple of seasons, because I don't know how many seasons they're gonna have. I don't know how the story is gonna progress. I don't know all of that, so I'm just really looking forward to it. Essentially, I'm just looking forward to it, just seeing what is gonna happen next, and we'll see, essentially. But anyway, folks, I will see you all next time for the next episode. I think they come out weekly, so next Thursday, which in my case will be Friday, because I don't upload on Thursdays, because that's when I'm at uni. Especially next week I've got an exam, so that's definitely not. But remember, be on Team Ivar, because he is boneless. I'll see you all then. Until next time, peace out and have a nice day.